Hey guys, Coach Jason here. Hope you're doing well. So now that the cross-country season is coming to an end, or just about coming to an end for most folks, aside from essentially Foot Locker and USATF cross-country, we're transitioning into winter/indoor track. And I wanted to talk about today, I wanted to give you some workouts for 800-meter runners and 1,500-meter runners, or people who 800-meter specific workouts and 1,500-meter slash 1,600 slash mile specific workouts that you could utilize for yourself, for your athletes, and so on and so forth, just to give you some more options. But before I do that, if you're new to this channel, please click that subscribe button and please click the like button next to it. And if you happen to be part of the running community and have a channel of your own, after you subscribe, put that in the comments down below, and I'll make sure to give you a shout out as well to make sure that people know about you and your channel as well, as a way of saying thank you for supporting my channel. I appreciate your support. But if you happen to be a coach or an athlete and you want some training specific details, whether it be for the mile, 3K, 5K, 10K, half marathon, marathon, this channel's for you. So make sure you click the subscribe button and go to my look at my list of videos, or even go to my playlist. I've got marathon programs from sub 4 hours, sub 3:30, sub 3 hours, 2:30, broken down by the day, by the week, by the month. Okay, I've got half marathons, sub 2 hours, sub 145, sub 130, sub 115. I've got 10K, sub 40, sub 35, and sub 30 minutes. All detailed programs broken down by increments of 3 to 4 weeks each for periodization purposes. And I've got 5K training programs as well. Sub 18 minutes, sub 17, sub 16, and sub 15 minutes. Again, 12-week detailed training programs with runs, everything scheduled out, workouts, and everything. I've got cross-country specific training programs. I got videos on how to train in extreme weather, hill running workouts. I've got running specific stretch routines, because I'm not only a former competitive athlete and a 20-year coach, but I'm also a Wharton certified musculoskeletal and flexibility therapist. So not only is helping you run faster important, but keeping you healthy while you do it is of utmost importance to me, as I hope it is to you. So with that, I want to get to the training today. Again, it's going to be 800-meter specific workouts and then workouts specific to the 1,500 mile slash 1,600. And I broke it down for early season, mid-season, and late season. And my next video after this is going to be workouts for 3K slash 2 miles or 3,200, and for 5K, also early season, mid-season, and late season. So hopefully you find some options here that you find helpful. If you have any questions about them or have any feedback of your own, put them in the comments. I respond to all comments. If you want me to do a specific video of any kind, put them in the comments and I'll be more than happy to accommodate. All right, so let's get to the details. Take this down, my protective cover. All right, so this side we've got 800 meters. This side we've got 1,500 slash 16 slash mile. Let's go to 800 meter first, okay? Turn this to the side a little bit. There we go. So I'm essentially giving you 4 workout options for each, for early, for mid, and for late season that you find interesting or you find helpful that you could utilize. Okay, so the first one would be 8 by 800 meter efforts with a 3-minute recovery at 5K pace. Okay, this is more of a strength volume workout, because speed development and strength over distance and under distance for stuff at 5K pace, 3K pace, and mile pace is all going to be important. So a multi-tiered or multi-pace training system is will put you in a position to be as well-rounded as possible, because there's really no magic workouts. It's consistent work, though some of consistent work over a longer period of time. That's going to help you get to where you want to go. And if you have any specific goals, check out my video for mile time trials and where you kind of stand based on a mile time trial, where you should be for the 3K and the 5K, as well as 800 and 400, and how to set the appropriate training paces for runs and workouts based on a 1 mile time trial. I have a video on that as well, which gives a lot of detail. So watch those videos and watch them in their entirety. Don't watch the first minute or the last minute. Watch the whole entire thing, because I explain everything from beginning to end, and I don't want you missing valuable details, okay? So back to this. The next one, a 3 to 4 mile tempo, and then a 5-minute recovery, active recovery, and then 5 by 300 meter efforts with a 100-meter jog at mile pace, current mile race pace. Okay? Gets you turning over at slightly faster than your 3K, or slightly slower than your 800-meter race pace, but it gets you turning over after doing a tempo run when your legs are fatigued. Okay, that's the goal there. The next one, 8 to 10 by 200 meter efforts with a 90-second recovery at 800 meter pace. Okay, This is a workout you could repeat a couple of times. I mean, say if you do it 3 times, you do it at the beginning of the season at your current 800-meter pace, and then you do, you progress from the second time you do it, maybe 3 or 4 weeks later, you progress from current to goal, and then the last time you do them at goal race pace. So it's a great way of progression. Okay, something to think about. And then the last one is a 600-meter, 500-meter, 400-meter, 300-meter, 200-meter, and 100-meter effort. Okay, with a jog equal recovery. The 600 basically starts at a mile race pace, and then you work your way down towards basically 400 race pace for the 100 meters. Okay, progressively faster for each rep. That is a good cut down workout, but it's also a way of teaching your body how to get progressively faster while still giving you enough volume to make it a nice strength workout. Okay, that's early season. Now let's go to mid season. Now we cut it down from 8 by 800s to 6 by 800 meters, and instead of a 5K pace, we're now doing them a 3K pace. Okay, with a 3-minute recovery. That recovery is consistent. Okay, so we cut it by 2 reps and got a little bit faster. Next workout, again the 3 to 4 mile tempo, and see where you're at. The fitter you get, the quicker the pace the tempo gets as well. And again, my recommendation would be to not increase your training paces until races and workouts or races and time trials indicate that you're ready to progress to the next training pace. The last thing you want to do is be hanging on for dear life to people that are faster than you, because it isn't going to benefit you the way that it benefits them. Okay, the recovery component is going to be different, and it's important that you're training in the appropriate training ranges to make sure that you're progressing the way you need to progress. Okay, while at the same time minimizing your risk of getting injured and sick. Okay, that's the other part. So again, 3 to 4 mile tempo, 5-minute active recovery. Then we're going to do 5 by 200 meters now. Cut that down as well with a jog equal recovery at mile down to 800-meter race pace. Maybe the last rep or 2 at 800 pace or current 800 pace. Okay. The next one, 5 to 6 by 300-meter efforts with a 2 minute and 30-second recovery at 800 pace. This could be from current to goal. This could be a workout that you do, mid-season and late season. The first time you do them at current, the next time you do it at goal. But it's a 2 minute and 30-second recovery. The next one is 2 sets of 600, 400, 200. Okay, with a 200-meter jog after each rep, and then an 800-meter jog in between the set. Okay, the 600-meter efforts are done at mile pace. The 400-meter efforts are done at about current 800-meter race pace. And then your 200-meter efforts are done at faster than 800-meter race pace, or it could be goal 800-meter race pace and slightly faster. So the workout gets progressively faster, and you take a recovery, and then you start up again, and you repeat. Okay, that's mid-season. Now late season, we've cut the reps again for 800s. Now you're doing 4 by 800-meter efforts with a 3-minute recovery at mile pace. Okay, or 3K 2-mile pace, as close to mile pace as you possibly can. This is a good indicator of your strength, where your strength lies for the mile based on your 800-meter current fitness. Okay. The next one, 3 to 4 mile tempo. Again, those tempos are consistent. Okay. Then a 5-minute active recovery, and then 5 by 150-meter efforts with a jog equal recovery at 800-meter pace. Good turnover work. Good turnover work, and you should be sharp at this point. Okay, but it also allows you to develop a consistent pattern of doing tempos and turning over after your tempos. Okay, and that periodization component is key. Your body's adapting to different stimuli every couple of weeks. Okay, that's the ideal way to do it, because the body takes about 21 to 28 days to adapt to a certain training stimuli. Okay, that's called periodization. And then you move on to the next training stimuli. Okay, the last thing you want to do is make any drastic changes on the last week of the season, expecting some magical peak. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Your body's not going to have enough time to adjust. So doing these things over a period of time, throughout the season or throughout the year, allows you to incrementally progress. Okay. So next one, 4 by 300-meter efforts at goal 800-meter race pace with a 1-minute recovery. So it's a short recovery. It's only 1,200 meters worth of volume, which is basically 1.5 times the distance of your 800-meter race, but it's at goal in 800-meter race pace. So it's a good workout to stay focused and see where you're at. Okay. Last one, 3 to 4 by 400-meter efforts with a 6 to 8 minute recovery at sub 800-meter race pace. So let's say your 800-meter goal is 2 minutes, which is 60 per lap. You're looking at probably 56 for those, if you can. 57, 56, 55, or whatever, but that's essentially the goal. I'll say 56, 57, a couple seconds faster per 400 meters. Okay? And the ample recovery will allow you to do that. Okay, so that's 800 meters. Let's get over to this side, 1500, 1600 mile. Early season, 5 to 6 mile tempo. Okay, good miler should have the strength to run a 3K and the speed to run an 800. So these tempos are going to be important. And again, they're laid out just like they are for 800 meters. And you'll see for 3K and 5K as well. So 5 to 6 mile tempo, 5-minute active recovery. If you need some fluids, loosen up. If you need to go to the bathroom, you have 5 minutes. Okay, and then afterward, 5 by 400 meter efforts at 3K race pace. Right. The next one is 6 to 8 by 1,000 meters with a 3-minute recovery at 5K pace, and you can even go from current to goal. 5K pace, or it could be all current, and then you can do the workout again. Work from current to goal if you want. Okay, but that's also it's a good strength workout. Next one, 3 to 4 by 800 meter efforts with a 3-minute recovery. Okay, there's 2 ways of doing this. If you're doing 3, then you're going to do the first rep at 2 seconds slower per 800 meter for your mile pace. So let's say let's use that 2 minutes. If you're going for 4 minutes, let's just say 5 minutes. That's 2:30, right? 2:30 times 2:30. That first one will be a 2:32. That's only difference, okay? And then the next one, the second one, will be at your actual pace, which would be 2:30, and then the last one will be your mile pace minus 2 seconds, 2:28. Okay? If you're doing 4 reps, the first one's at 2:32, the second and third are at 2:30, and then the last one's at 2:28. Okay? That's the only difference. Okay? And again, it's 3-minute recovery. The last one, you have 2 options here. 6 to 8 by 1,200 meter efforts with a 75-second recovery at threshold pace. And how do you know what the appropriate threshold pace is? Watch my video on how to set the appropriate training paces. Okay? Or 5 to 6 times a mile at your threshold pace with a 90-second recovery. Okay? So threshold pace is slightly faster than your tempo pace, but allows you to do more volume because of the rest periods in a non-invasive way, meaning you can do more volume without needing the same amount of recovery as you would a workout like this fast 400s. Okay. Now let's go to mid-season. 5-mile tempo. Okay, so we cut it down from 5 to 6 to 5. 5-minute recovery. 5 by 300 meters afterward with a 100-meter jog at mile pace. Okay, you can even go current to goal. Okay, and that gets you simulating running that mile after being fatigued from the tempo. Okay, the next one would be 2 sets of 4 by 400 meter efforts at mile pace. Okay. 60 seconds after each rep, and then 3 minutes in between the sets. Okay? Your first set could be a current, your second set could be a goal. It really depends on where your fitness is at. Okay? But it's 60 seconds after the rep, and then 3 minutes after the fourth one, and then you repeat again. Right? Next one, 3 to 4 by 800 meters. Okay? Similar to what we did before. Okay? But now we're changing it up to 2 to 3 seconds. So let's go use that 5 minutes again. 3-minute recovery. It's mile pace plus 2 to 3 seconds. So now it's 232 to 233. Okay. 232 to 233. And then your middle one at 230. And then on the other end, 227 to 228. So it's a second more on each end. If you're doing 4 of them, 222 to 232 to 233 the first one, 230 for 3 and 4. That means 2 and 3, and then 227 to 228 on the opposite end. Okay, so we're just adding a second. You can make it a little fast. You can make it 5 seconds if you want. 5 seconds slower, depending on where your fitness is. Okay, there's a lot of ways you can do this workout, but it's a good way of progressively getting faster. Okay, the last one, 3 sets of 3 by 300 meters. Okay, at mile race pace. Okay, 60 seconds after each 300 meter rep, and then 3 minutes after each set. So it's continuous 9 by 9 300 meter total. Okay, 9 by 300 meter total, broken into 3 sets. Now let's go to late season. 4 to 5 mile tempo now. 5-minute active recovery, and then we're going to do 100, 200, 140, 160, 180, and 200 meter acceleratory effort, where each one gets a little bit faster as it gets longer. Yes, it gets faster, it gets longer. It doesn't get slower as it gets longer. Okay. Jog equal recovery. Really good turnover. You should be at this point where you should running, 800 meter pace or faster for these. The next one, 3 to 4 by 800 meter again. Okay. Same thing, but let's do 3 per second. Let's go to this one, 3 to 5 seconds, okay? So this one would be 233 to 235, and then the middle rep would be 230, and on the other end would be 225 to 227, okay? Or if you're doing 4 of them, the second and third in the middle will be at 230, and then the first one would be 233, 35, and then the other end 225 to 227, okay? You can just widen the gap on the bookends if you want. You want to repeat this workout, but it's a good, repeatable workout, okay? Next one, 2 by 1,000 meter. This is a good simulation workout, okay? It's good to do about maybe 10 days out or 2 weeks out. 2 by 1,000 meters with a 10 to 15 minute active recovery at your goal mile pace, okay? So if your goal is 5 minutes, you're running these in 307, 306, 307. Resting about 10 to 15 minutes actively. Repeat that again, okay? 2 long reps. And then the last one, 5 by 500 meters. With a 300 meter jog at your mile pace, or a little working towards a little faster than mile pace. All right. So if you go, let's say 4 minutes now, 15 seconds per lap. Okay. Here, 5 by 500 meters will be 75 seconds per 115 per 500 meter effort. You go from 115 maybe down to 110 or 112 or something like that. Okay. That's all. That's the only difference. Okay, so 5 by 500 meters with a 300 meter jog at mile pace to faster than mile pace. Okay, goal mile pace. Okay, so here are the workouts. Let me know what you think. If you have ideas of your own, put them in the comments down below. I have a lot more workouts. I'm actually for these and for my other events. I'm actually working on publishing a couple of books that'll be coming out, which will be the most comprehensive training books that will be out there for cross country. One's going to be for cross country, one's going to be for track, one's going to be for road racing. Every detail you could imagine is going to be in these books, so keep an eye out for them. But these are some of the things that are in the books, and these are some of the things that might be helpful to you. So hopefully you find something here useful to for your athletes. Let me know what you think. Please click the like button either way. The more likes that I get and the more subscribers I get, the more YouTube will share this through the algorithm. And the goal is to share this with as many people in the running community as possible. I want to give what I've learned over the last 20 years from some of the best coaches in the country. And across the world to share with you. My goal is to serve you guys and gals, okay, and to do as much as I can to help you, okay? So with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great season, enjoy good health, and I'll talk to you next time.